Folks, I'm gonna do a quick video. I'm right here at the U.S. Consulate in Cebu. Where this place is at the Waterfront Hotel and Casino on the ground floor. So what you do if you walk into the front entrance, you'll take a left, go down the stairs, cut a hard left, and it's over here in this corner behind me. Now look, the latest on the website and the information is they're only open Mondays and Tuesdays from, I believe it's 8 to 10. Now, what happened is I got here at 6:30. There was already 5 people in front of me. The guard showed up and takes your passport and just tells you a number. He just writes it down on a piece of paper. So I'm number 5. But folks, the rest of the folks probably got here at 06. I got here at 6:30. I'm number 5. Now look at the crowd behind me. There's no appointment system. It's walk-ins only. And they're only open Mondays and Tuesdays now. So he gave us a number. He said, hey, be here between 7:15 and 7:30. I'm going to start calling numbers. If you're not in line, we'll give your number to the next guy in line. And you miss out, and you got to go to the end of the line. All right, so basically this is what I recommend. If you're coming to the consulate, U.S. Consulate in Cebu, you don't want to be here all damn day. You get right here, 6 a.m. and the guard will show up, 6:30, 7, whatever. And you get one of the first few in line, and don't leave. Because if he starts calling numbers early, he said, hey, if you're not here, we go to the next number, you lose your turn. So I would just say, hey, be on station. If you really want to get your business done efficiently, I would say be on station right here, 06. Have your passport ready. As soon as the guard rolls up, take your name, passport number, and then just verbally give you a number. There's no ticket, there's no nothing. Just says, he's gonna say, hey, you're number 5. And don't leave. When he calls your number, be ready. Gotta go, it's 5. Okay, so you just call out, give me my number 5. So now I got a number 5, and then we'll see where it takes us from here. Point is, don't leave. When you get on station 06, don't leave. There's no restrooms, there's no CR. Get your number, don't leave. All right, folks, so here's a look around. All right, so if you come down those stairs I just told you, you're gonna come out right there and then cut this left. You see that you're just down one level. So that's the top level up here. Right here in the corner, this is the U.S. Consulate. So if you're driving, I don't think there's no place to park here. You got to go into the car park, the parking garage. But if you're staying at the hotel and you get dropped off at the hotel, okay, just walk in the front door, cut a hard left, and go down to those stairs, and you're gonna pop out in that corner. And you want to be on station right here at 06. That's my recommendation. There's really no place to sit. Okay. There's no place to sit except for what, 1, 2, 3. You got 3 little stone things that aren't for sitting. Okay, this is not user friendly. There's no benches. There's no restrooms. I mean, yeah, you're at the hotel, but I'm telling you, if your ass gets out of line and they start calling numbers and shit, you run the risk of losing out on your turn. I'll clarify the hours, but they supposedly open 08, and I think it closes at 10. It's only 2 hours for 2 days. Now, if it's 11, I'll correct it in the rest of this video. But that's it, my friends. Coming to the Cebu, the consulate, U.S. Consulate in Cebu, be on station 06, and be one of the first hogs at the trough. All right, so I got to get back over there. I don't want to get screwed up here. Thanks for joining me, my friends. Look, this is a disorganized mess. You mean to tell me that we can't paint a line right here, like a yellow line or something that says get in line, and people queue up You mean the best that we can do as Americans is to let people stand out here in this cluster and confusion that we don't have enough sense to paint a line and say queue up here. There's plenty of room back over here for that line to go back over that side. But we don't have enough sense to paint a little line and say queue up here. Everybody's got to hang out in this clusterfuck and lollygaggle and try to figure out who was here first and who came last. We can put some ropes. If you don't want to put ropes, paint a damn line right there and just say get in line. God damn. Folks, leaving the consulate, and you know me, I'm not a big fan of most forms of government, but I am a fair dude. I believe in telling shit like it is. And I want to tell you, not exactly the waiting process, and I think I'm gonna call this video the good, bad, and the ugly. Okay, but once you get inside the consulate, it is a very pleasant experience. I want to give all the employees there, from the security guards to the consulate officers to the just everybody in there. You get an A+ for being U.S. government employees, and I don't give out that A+ very often, especially Mr. Glenn. Hey man, shout out to Mr. Glenn, because that gentleman came out, gave some personalized service, talked to everybody, asked them what their problem was, their issue, what they needed. And once you got inside there, folks, it was probably the most pleasant experience I've had at any U.S. State Department facility ever. So the waiting process, I talked about that a little bit. Not exactly perfect, but once you get inside there, folks, they got nice padded chairs. It's nice and aircon. They got CRs inside. They got tables where you can sit down and do your paperwork and spread out and get your documents done. They even have a play area for the kids. So if you got your kids, they got a nice little sort of like cordoned off play area with some toys and stuff. Magazines to read. They did have a TV, and I was glad to see that it was not blaring Fox News bullshit. So I'm going to tell you right now, everybody that's working down here at the U.S. Consulate in Cebu, you get an A+ on the report card from this expat and world traveler. It was an absolute pleasant experience. I had to get a document notarized. It was $50, which I complain about often, or I think it was 27.50 pesos, so I'll have to check. But I had such a nice experience with the people there and with the environment that I'm not even mad about paying you that $50 today. That's not even your fault anyhow. That's a decision that comes down from DC. But folks, I had a great experience once I got inside. But I do recommend, if you don't want to be waiting, you need to be on station 06. Get your number. I was number 5. I was in and out of there. And you know what? Even if you're one of the later numbers, it's still not that bad of an experience. But if you need to get done early, I recommend 06. You'll be in and out of there. So thanks to Mr. Glenn and all the other folks working at the consulate. You guys are doing a great job, and this U.S. citizen is very satisfied with my experience with what you guys did for me today. And the document that I got notarized, you guys actually put the stamp on the document instead of attaching that sheet, which confuses the heck out of a lot of jurisdictions back in the States because they're not used to that. So everything went my way this morning, my friends. So whoever the ambassador is, shit, I don't even know, But your folks down here at the U.S. Consulate in Cebu, at the Waterfront Hotel, they're doing a great job, and it was a great fucking experience. Damn. So I gotta give kudos where kudos are due. And there we go. All right, let me figure out how to get. Okay, keep walking back down here. So I'm like, we're walking towards the car park, and then you take a right, come up the stairs, you'll be back in the hotel. Come down, cut a left, and then cut a left, and you're right there at the consulate. And this is just a look around the entrance. So if you get dropped off in the taxi, you're gonna get dropped off right up here. Well, unless you tell them to go down to the consulate. But you're gonna get dropped off right here. Here's a look around the lobby of this spot. It's Christmas time coming up. Well, it's actually Thanksgiving time. There's a look at the Christmas tree. And check-in's over there. So you just head down those stairs and go down and cut a left. And you are at the U.S. Consulate. And it's too convenient to stay here at the waterfront. If you book on Agoda, I got a rate of like 55 bucks, and you know, this is a more expensive hotel. But if you're just coming down here to do business, I recommend you just stay here, because you can get up early, get down there, get your business done, and then go back up to your room. So I'll just give you one look around the check-in here. The check-in area. This little bar, restaurant right here. Check that out. Beautiful, beautiful painting on the roof there. And I hope this video is not too shaky for you, my friends. I know everybody's hitting me up about getting a gimbal. And a year ago, I didn't even know what the hell a gimbal was. But I'm holding out for the film crew. I'm not buying a gimbal. So I think the casino is upstairs. But that's a look around. That's a look around. Let me show you around that. That's the lobby over there, where I just showed you. You got some restaurants right here. There's a beautiful view through here. Merry Christmas. It's a few days before Thanksgiving. I don't even know what day it is. Look at this. This is beautiful. Got all the Christmas decorations here made up. And just beautiful little setup they got right here for Christmas. I don't even know what all this hotel has to offer. I mean, I know they got casino upstairs. I know that much. There's a pool somewhere. Best Chinese restaurant in Gao. Okay, so I guess this is the Chinese place. But it's early in the morning. That appears to be La Gondola. There's several restaurants in here to choose from. But it is early in the morning. What a cool bicycle. It's early in the morning. Well, it's before noon. So there's nothing open right now. Treff. A lot of cool spots in here, but I can't get to them because it's just too early. I don't know what's back this way. Mizzou. All right, I guess that's a bingo parlor. And you got some CRs back here. But definitely in the Christmassy mood. Cool. There are definitely some cool little spots here. Maybe I'll come back at lunchtime when some of this place is open. Hey folks, thanks for hanging out with me today on my little trip to the U.S. Consulate. And again, can't thank them guys enough down there for giving me a pleasant experience dealing with the good old U.S. government, because most of your experiences are not pleasant. All right, so let me take you upstairs and we'll see what the upstairs has to offer. I don't know if this escalator works. Nope. We'll figure it out. There's a look around the front. Oh, okay, so this is the entrance to the casino. This is just a look around. And I don't think I can film in there. This is Casino Filipino. So I don't, use of camera. Yeah. You can't film over in there, folks. So I'll film the fish. But I just showed you the casino. It's the entrance to the casino up here. What's interesting about these casinos is that you got these signs up, I guess by order of the president. I guess President Duterte come up with this order, but basically government employees cannot set foot into a casino. That's what the sign says. It says if you're a government employee and go into a casino, you'll be arrested on sight. And I don't know if that's true or not. I don't get involved with any politics, because I'm a guest here in this country. When I travel the world, even though I consider myself a citizen of the world. That's the way it is. And I'm not real big on all this citizenship and immigration stuff, right? Where do I want to sit? How about that Christmas tree in the background? That would be perfect right there, right? Put that Christmas tree in the background. Maybe right over here. Oh, yeah. So, when you travel the world, don't get involved in other people's politics. But I can read. And the sign did say something like, it says something like, any government employee caught inside a casino will be arrested, at least the one up in Angeles City. That's what it says. So I don't know what the deal is on that. I have no idea. That's pretty funny. Let me get a couple drinks here, and I'll take you for a walk on the outside and show you around the outside. And one thing I haven't showed you is my room. And again, I booked it for like $55 on Agoda. I think that's on the low end of the scale. If you're staying here, throw down some money. But again, if you're gonna just go to the consulate, it doesn't make sense to stay in a hotel, for $35 a night and have to pay taxi, come over here, taxi back. Just get on Agoda, book you the cheapest room. Go down there at 6 in the morning, get your business done. And I'm almost tempted right now to head up to that casino and see if they got a blackjack table. Throw down 1,000 pesos, $20. See if I can turn it into 5 or 6. Because I damn sure don't. Me and Crazy Mike have taken such a beating at the poker tables in Angeles City. We can't go there anymore. I've discovered that I am not a poker player. I am definitely not a poker player. I'm a blackjack player, and sometimes you got to recognize your limitations and just don't push the envelope. All right, I'm gonna get me a drink for my friends. Thanks for joining me.